Hi, Coach Burrows, traveling the coach's road with you. Episode number 46. This is an ultimate overshadowed moment. Any of us on this basketball road identifies this play as easily as we identify the sun in the sky. Grant Hill makes this long pass, challenging his dad's former teammate, Hall of Fame quarterback Roger Staubach, resulting in a 75-foot assist. You know about Christian Laettner's shot. An element heavily discussed was his grace under pressure, channeling John Wooden's be quick, don't hurry. He did not rush. He was quick and efficient, using 2.0 seconds of the 2.1 left on the clock to square up off the dribble and swish. Finishing 10 for 10 and 10 for 10. Field goals, free throws, 31 points. Overshadowed is his own performance, the variety of shots from the field. He played above the rim. With that jam, he's 3 for 3 from the floor. He shot over and out of triple teams on this one. He's now 4 for 4. He was 5 for 5 in the first half, same in the second half. He shot from distance. This is his corner 3, which makes him 7 for 7 and gave Duke a 9-point lead. Off-balance banker in crunch time. He's now 9 for 9. That was with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Gave Duke a 2-point lead, 30 seconds to go. He scored 8 of Duke's 11 overtime points. His famous shot, now the basketball version of Willie Mays over-the-shoulder catch in 1954. Montana to Clark, NFL playoffs 1989. Both are referred to as the catch. The flying goal by Bobby Orr, May 1970. To set the era of the 1990s, the network broadcast technology was in standard definition. The 3-line, 19 feet 9 inches, is 22 feet 2 inches today. The shot clock, 45 seconds, still produced a high-scoring 93-all game at the end of regulation. In this regional final fight to advance to the Final Four, overshadowed by a single play is everybody. Multiple players paved the road to the shot. A game so evenly matched, it went 45 minutes and then wasn't decided until tenths of a second after that final buzzer, when the ball finally descended to decide the game. UK had 4 players in double figures. Duke, 5. Here's a few of the overshadowed. UK, Dale Brown, had a most interesting game. An almost unnoticed 18 points in 31 minutes. He averaged 7 points per game in 17 minutes, known as a defensive stopper during the season. When Richie Farmer was called for this foul, Brown had to check in for him with about 10 minutes remaining. And the first thing he does is get this 3 the old-fashioned way. Without that foul call, he's not even on the floor. Brown on the right wing, back door from Mashburn. 5:30 to go, UK down by 3. With 3 minutes to go, Brown hits one of his 3 threes, lifts UK to a 2-point lead. Duke's other hill, Thomas, 34 minutes, he had 19 points, almost as quiet as Brown. And then this clutch 2 on a jump stop, a pump fake, goes up and under, but it's a floater, which gave Duke a 2-point lead just under a minute regulation. UK, John Pelfrey, 25 minutes, 16 points. We know who hit the last basket. Pelfrey hit the first hoop of the game. He also moved hard without the ball, getting a back pick here from Mashburn. Pelfrey also hit the first hoop in overtime, gave UK a 96-93 lead, then created his own shot, moving into traffic off the dribble, and a 98-96 lead, 2 minutes to go. Brian Davis, another quiet game, but loud results. 38 minutes, 13 points, 5 rebounds, several steals. Versatile defender, guarding the 2, 3, the 4. And when UK brought full court pressure with some success, Davis helped Hurley. Here he is as a one-man breaker, getting the 2 via the goaltend. It's tied 89 all, 2:45 to go in regulation. UK, Sean Woods, point guard, played 38 minutes, 22 points, 9 assists. Took it from Hurley. Old school pull-up J. Here he cuts into the heart of the Duke defense with a finish. That stopped Duke's 15-2 run. And of his 9 assists, this one to Mashburn. He was really on the precipice of his being the shot. 6'1", shoots it over the 6'11" Laettner. Gave UK a 1-point lead, but leaving the now famous numbers on the clock, 2.1 seconds. Duke's Bobby Hurley played all 45 minutes, had 10 assists. He could have been the outstanding player of the game just for his passing. It seemed like every Duke score, Hurley was the setup man. He hit 5 threes on the night, 22 points, double-double. If he had hit this shot, Duke wins. He outscores Laettner and is probably the outstanding player of the game. Another night, Woods could have been the outstanding player of the game. Or maybe even UK's Jamal Mashburn. He's the other double-double. 43 minutes, 28 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. He carried UK through a dangerous time. Down by 10, about 11 minutes to go in regulation. UK steal. Mashburn, top of the key. Down 7 now. Network comes back from a late commercial break. This is a different 3, same spot. And then he goes to a post-up 2. It's a one-man 8-0 run, keeping Kentucky close. In overtime, trailing by 2. Here's his drive. And 1. The 3-point play gave UK a 1-point lead with 19 seconds to go. Duke, we talked about Grant Hill. He played 37 minutes. He had modest scoring by his standards, but converted at the rim. Finished the game with 11 points. He did not score in the overtime. He did have an assist. Coach Rick Pitino, he had departed the New York Knicks to take the UK job, and he was in his 3rd season. The debate on the shot involving Pitino. Why not cover, pressure the inbounds pass with a taller player? We coaches know if Laettner missed, Pitino's coverage was correct. Currently, he's the head coach at St. John's, inducted into the Naismith 2013. Coach Krzyzewski, he got the result he wanted. It was one of his 5 NCAA titles. He retired with the most wins of any coach in D1 history, 1,202, inducted into the Naismith 2001. In researching the shot, Coach K has explained that in the timeout, he simply asked 2 questions. Grant Hill, can you throw it that far? Christian Laettner, can you catch it? Both answers, yes. There he is with the board in the huddle, apparently drawing the spacing of the floor. There had been speculation that Coach K's play had Laettner as the second option. But Hill, in this video, it seems there's just one primary target. You look at the floor. Duke has 2 in the backcourt, 1 on the right sideline, just past half court. Laettner is the deepest. Heels on the free throw line. He is the obvious target. Hill, we had practiced that throw before. I had thrown that long pass many times in practice. It wasn't a heave or a prayer. Likely, they had not practiced that exact play, but Hill had many reps at practice throwing the deep pass. He then added, just throw it high enough so only Christian can get it. At 6'11", Laettner was the tallest on the floor. The defender on his back was Feldhaus, who's 6'7". In the vicinity, Pelfrey, 6'7". But those 2 defenders are side by side. There's no sandwich on Laettner front and back. Laettner, I knew exactly where the pass was going to be. And here to paraphrase him from various interviews over the 34 years since, his footwork to create the turnaround jumper from the free throw line area, he had had many reps over the years in practicing that specific move, that shot, which is why he had so much composure with the catch and going into the shot. Laettner was a first-round pick, played in the NBA for 13 years, one time an All-Star. Where is he now? Still a polarizing figure. Networks have produced documentaries about him being so despised, but he is loved by Duke, 2 national titles in a row, live long on Tobacco Road, or any college campus for that matter. His after-basketball business life has been as volatile as his step right here on Timberlake. He was called for a technical. UKers still debate should have been ejected. At this point, he was 7 for 7 from the floor. There's about 8 minutes to go in regulation. In 2016, he had to file for bankruptcy related to the 2008 too-big-to-fail collapse of the economy. But on March 28, 1992, Christian Laettner reached the Zone. That's a place athletes can only visit. You can check in, but you've got to leave. And most of us never find it even once. But at 9:19 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the shot that overshadowed an entire classic game carried Laettner to his visit to the Zone. And you're on the Coach's Road, where basketball coaches travel, along with passionate hoop enthusiasts. Please subscribe. Coach Burrows, over and out.